If you've ever noticed a belly bulge, especially when you go from lying down to sitting up, or this lingering abdominal pooch that makes you feel like you're still 4 months pregnant, but you're not, well, you may have what's called a diastasis recti. So if your core feels weak, like you just can't connect to those muscles, or you're seeing that belly bulge, just know diastasis recti does affect a lot of women, especially from the postpartum stage and after abdominal surgeries or a lot of weight gain. So today I'm going to talk you through 3 signs that you might have diastasis recti and also what you can do about it. So that way you can really start strengthening and take your body in a more holistic way without surgery to go from feeling frustrated and annoyed with how you're feeling and looking to more confidence in your own skin. My name is Dr. Dawn Andalon. I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist and a women's health specialist. And diastasis recti happens a lot after pregnancy. In fact, about 99% of women actually have a separation of their abs, and that connective tissue that runs down your abs, it separates as you have more pressure against your abdominal wall, like during pregnancy. But it can also happen if you've had a lot of weight gain or you had an abdominal surgery and those muscles need to heal and that connective tissue goes back together where you don't have the gap or separation there. Now, certain exercises can make the diastasis worse, like if you're doing a lot of planking or crunching or oblique work without using the right strategies in order to heal that deeper layer of your abdominals. So here are 3 signs that you might have diastasis recti. Number 1, a noticeable bulge in the abdomen. So if you go from lying down to sitting up, or you do my simple self-test for diastasis recti, and I'll link that video below, you can watch after this. Doing a simple curl up with your lying down with your knees bent, you can feel within that space there and check yourself to see if that's really what you're having. Sometimes you'll notice a little bulge, but it should be like a tenting or doming, or you can physically feel with 2 fingers or more that separation between your abs. That is a way to tell if something has been disrupted there in your core and you have that connective tissue has stretched and lengthened and you don't have that deep core connection. So number 2 is an unstable core, weak midsection. So if you've tried all these abdominal exercises in the book, but you're just not feeling that connection, you're still feeling weak, like your brain is just not connecting to your muscles, this may also be the problem. Now, if you're doing exercises like crunches, like planks, without proper breathing techniques and without really activating those deep layers of your abdominals called your transverse abdominis and your pelvic floor with breathing, then you are not going to heal from the inside out. And so you may still feel that disconnection, like you're trying all the things, but your abs are just not feeling like they're getting stronger and it's not working. You may also experience some more weakness when you're twisting or lifting or trying to get in and out of bed, that those muscles just aren't working the right way, how they should be. And this can also come with experiencing any low back pain. That is another common symptom when you are having diastasis and have the separation at your abdominals, because your core is not fully stable and connected. And then sign number 3, you have the unwanted mommy pooch. It's like you feel about 4 months pregnant still. I know this feeling because I had an over 9-pound baby, my second baby, and you could fit about 4 fingers between my abs at that point at 6 to 8 weeks postpartum. And I worked really hard on this to do my research and also get my specialty in pelvic floor therapy to figure out what exercises were best. Now, not only did I have a Pilates background, but learning the right strategy when teaching Pilates exercises is not all about pulling in your belly button and tightening your core all the time. You want to make sure that you're doing effective Pilates-based exercises on a mat that involve breathing and control of those muscles. Things like pelvic tilts, heel slides, glute bridges are all going to be some simple exercises that you're really concentrating on using your brain to connect to those movements and exhaling as you're engaging the muscles. I have some other helpful videos on some of the best basic core exercises to do, or beginner pelvic floor exercises that can really be a game changer when it comes to healing your core, especially postpartum or in those early stages after a surgery. Now, traditional ab exercises like crunches and planks, that's going to put a lot more pressure on your pelvic floor and your abdominal wall. So not the best way to start, but going through and being able to feel like you're engaging those muscles the right way before you start more intense ab exercises are going to help you feel stronger in the long run. Now, I have a helpful pelvic floor Pilates video series that I will link under this. And also, you can book a call with me because you want to make sure that you're talking to a pelvic floor therapist, someone that can give you the right types of exercises to guide you in the right direction. And so it's not just about strengthening your core and going back and doing that high intensity Pilates or a lot of weighted work. You want to be mindful of what the exercises are, using breathing strategies, posture, lifestyle changes. There's a combination of things that really help you get over diastasis recti and help you feel more toned and firm and confident that your core really knows what to do so you don't have back pain or bladder leakage or other pelvic floor issues. So if you're struggling with any of these symptoms and you think you have a diastasis, comment below. I will send you another free tips guide all about my pelvic floor reset program that's great for diastasis and what to do in that beginning stage, postpartum, or even after an abdominal surgery like a C-section or a hysterectomy. I hope you found this video helpful. I have more helpful videos all about women's health topics on this channel, so hit subscribe, and I'll see you again in another video.